How's it hanging, Pawpossum? Welcome to the Pawpossum Garden. Today we're planting seeds because it's almost spring. We've got our trays laid out with soil and labels for each row. Now it's time to plant the seeds. Alright, you see we've got our rows, we've got our seeds. I got all of our seeds for this year from the Seed Savers Exchange. We're gonna start all the way at the end with collard greens. Old-timey blue collards. Let's start with a look at the seeds, just for funsies. Ooh, they're little. Alright, now to plant them, I'm going to start by putting a little divot in the dirt and then sprinkling a few, 3-4 seeds in each divot, and then I'll just keep doing that. And of course, cover them up, and I will be doing this through the whole row. Alright, now let's just quickly go over what all seeds I got for us this year. We're going to have a lot of brassicas, starting with bok choy. I'm a big fan of brassicas. There's a red Calibos cabbage. And some Brussels sprouts. I like my cabbages. Alright, I got some purple beauty peppers. I figured I would get a pepper that was a little more interesting, so I went with purple. And we'll see how these go. I've heard some complaints that the larger bell peppers aren't really worth the time or space in the garden because you only get like 1 or 2 peppers per plant. But we'll see how that goes. Alright, and then I also got this fish pepper, which is a smaller chili hot pepper kind of thing, and with those you tend to get a lot more peppers on each plant. And I got 2 different kinds of okra. Okra is one of my personal favorite vegetables, and it's actually very historically relevant in America, in North America, so look it up. Here's a good place to start. Alrighty, now we're moving on to our squashes. I got 2 different kinds of cucumber. Early Fortune, just as a reliable, and this Armenian cucumber, just to try something a little bit different. Right now I've got this Délice de la Table melon, which translates to delicacy of the table. And it's basically just a weird cantaloupe. Alright, the small, shining, light watermelon. Just because watermelon's one of my favorites, and I wanted to get something a little bit different. Oh, and some Swiss chard. I forgot, that's another brassica. It belongs over with the brassicas. I wanted a variety of different kinds of leafy greens, but I'm more of a fan of the cabbages than the lettuces and spinaches. Alright, moving on to herbs. We've got thyme. We've got cilantro, which I understand tastes like soap to some people, but I do not have that problem. I'm a big fan of cilantro. Alright, we've got dill. Basil, sage, rosemary, one of my favorites, and oregano. Alright, I've got Also, 2 different kinds of radishes, just because I like radishes and I wanted a variety. They also grow fast. And 2 different kinds of small tomato. I've got this yellow pear tomato and a black cherry tomato. I like the smaller tomatoes because they're easier to grow in general and they produce a lot of fruit. And finally, a purple pod bean. Just because I felt like I needed some beans and I thought I'd go with something a little more interesting than just a regular green bean. Alright, and that's all of our seeds. Everybody's potted up and ready to get started. Alright, that's it, Posse. I'm headed out, and we'll check back in later with these plants. Until next time, remember to like and subscribe and all that good YouTube stuff. See you later!